Hey, what's up, everybody? Chris back with CIC Knives here for another kind of quick knife review today. I'm not going to harbor on this one too much, but we're definitely going to talk about it. This is the Civivi Scintilla. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This one was kind of rare. This exact version of this knife was an exclusive to Blade HQ. And if you got like a purchase from them or something, you kind of got this knife for free if you spent so much money. You can find them on eBay every now and again. This is my daughter's favorite knife in my collection. I'm sure you can understand why that is. Yeah, it has the Blade HQ logo on it. Excuse the noise outside. They are working on new water lines outside of my house on the main road. So if you hear some noise in the video, that's what you're hearing. If you're not as knowledgeable about the knife world, this theme is actually called Desert Warrior. It can be found on a lot of knives, and I didn't have one in my collection yet. And when I seen this one drop, I figured it was time. This knife, when I bought it, it was going for about $55 on eBay. It may have increased in price. Like I said, these weren't available for very long. I doubt it'll go up that much. It's a Civivi and D2 steel. There's a lot of Desert Warrior knives out there, but I really like this one. And I'm gonna go over why I like this one and why I still like this one. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get some specs here. It's, I think it's a little bit smaller than normal size knives or regular size knives, I'd say, because there's the Civivi Elementum and here's the QSP Penguin. And as you can see, they're both a little bit larger in both blade and handle. So, when looking at those, you can see a major difference, especially when we bring out some larger knives like the Kaiser Militao, which I'm not sure if I've done a review on this one yet. I definitely need to. And the Dimco 80-20.5. These are larger knives than the other two, of course, but definitely gives you a sense of scale. And then let's bring out the a newer favorite to the knife community, the Artisan Cutlery Home, and in my opinion, the rarest version that they put out, which was this kind of vampire purple resin that I was lucky to grab before they went out of stock. But anyway, let's go over the knife. To give you any other further sense of scale, let's measure it. Has about a 2 1/4 inch cutting edge, and the knife overall is just a hair over 6 inches. So yeah, pretty small knife, very lightweight as accustomed. Civivi did cut out those liners like normal, even on a crazy looking knife like this. The handle is actually very comfortable for a knife this size, and you can use the forward choil, or the forward hole here, I guess, if you want to call it that, to put a finger in. I have large size hands, and I wear large size gloves, so maybe if your hands are bigger than mine, you won't be able to do that. And I still can barely get my pinky on there. You don't have to, but I can do it. It has a nice clip. I really like this clip. It's kind of Civivi's smaller clips. I'm actually not going to replace this one because it fits the theme. Usually I put titanium clips on my Civivi knives, but not this one. Speaking of the theme, they made sure to go ahead and change out all the hardware to a bunch of different colors. We got greens, purples, blues. There's even a red one in there where the pocket clip is. And to me, that's really cool. And I kind of have a question for knife makers. If it's so easy to do to put on a knife like this, that they were kind of giving out for free in a way, or that was purchasable, for 50 to 60 bucks, why don't we see different colored hardware on things ever? Every knife I just showed a second ago had black or silver hardware. Come on, guys. Let's get some more variety. I know it's been happening more often here lately, but man, it would just really add some pizzazz if we get some bronzed hardware, gold, you know, shiny purple, blue. I don't know why we can't do that more often. But anyways, back to the knife. This knife is relatively smooth. I think that coating on the blade is what's making it a little less smooth than normal Civivis. As you can see there, it doesn't quite drop shut. Got to give it a little help. Maybe if I loosen the pivot, it would help, but I kind of like the snap that it has right now, so I'm not gonna mess with that. It has a very cool theme. It literally looks like a kind of a donut with a filling in the middle, especially when you look at it from the top. Maybe like a blueberry filling in the middle of the donut. So that's kind of neat with icing and sprinkles on it. But yeah, very, very, very cool little knife. It has all the things I'd expect from Civivi. Pretty good action besides the not exactly drop shut. Can be left or right hand carried, and to be honest, this knife, if you swap the clip over here, it's not really gonna look any different. Besides maybe the writing on the blade there, the blade HQ. If you don't like that, then I mean, you just don't like it. It doesn't bother me on this one. It is in D2 steel, which, you know, for 50 to 60 bucks, kind of expect that. Now, the handles, I believe, yes, they are G10 handles. So this is printed on G10, and then it has steel liners that they did in this crazy cool kind of tan donut color. And then, of course, they, I don't know if you'd want to call that Cerakote, probably not, but they put this light blue color scheme on the blade. Keep in mind, though, this is still a knife, and it does very well. It's very sharp, has a very nice edge on it, and it is actually very comfortable. And it's honestly not that, I mean, it's not that heavy, and it's very easy to carry. And maybe if you're in a place where people feel threatened by knives, you know, not only is it under 3 inches, but it's themed to like dessert. So people probably aren't going to be scared of this one. So it's actually a pretty good buy for 50 to 60 bucks. Now, I would not pay more than 60 bucks, maybe unless you really like this one. So like I said, I got mine for 55 on eBay. But yeah, let me know what you all think, guys. It's a pretty cool knife. I had to have one in the collection, and I have one, so I probably won't ever buy another one. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.